light. As my husband was ministering the life of light, I mean, I always thought that light was, when he asked me when something, with light versus darkness, I always think of the light when it exposes what's there in the dark. That's why darkness is dispelled. But it reveals, but then what I got was, it's really, the life of it is really how we follow the instructions to do what the Father is instructing us to do. And that's what gives his life of light, that life to the light that he's expecting us to live in the earth. And I've never seen it that way. I didn't, I know when Jesus said, I am the way, I am the truth, and I am the life. I never saw when he said, let your light so shine before men, that, the light was actually just really the truth of the Word of God. That's what gives the light, the light that it has. It not only exposes things, but it reveals. It reveals what is true. Because if something's in the dark, and that's happening in the dark, what light does when light comes on, or light shows itself, it reveals what's actually happening. And then we're left with a decision of, do we continue in the darkness or continue in the truth, or what was revealed? And at times, I know for me, I don't always want to walk in what was revealed to me. I want to do what feels good to me. And I guess that's the process of, okay, you failed this day, yeah, continue to get up and look at it like you have another day. God has given us another day to get it right. But once truth is revealed, then it's that you have to make a decision as what you're going to do with that truth. Are you going to live that truth, walk in that truth, or are you going to dismiss that truth? So it's one thing when you fail at something and then you're exposed. Now when you're exposed and light exposes it, which is the truth coming to you, now you're left with a decision. You're either going to stay where you're at, or you're going to take and ponder on that truth and then decide to go in the way of the Father. And so that's what I got out of that. Is what you do with the truth that is revealed to you. And once that light is given to you, then you can then now become that. And once you become that, you could become that for somebody else, as my husband was sharing. Because at times I hear things and that people will come to me with and share with me, and I'm like, I tell my husband, what do I say? I mean, what can I tell them? Because I feel really bad, but I don't know how to help them. It's like they have this cry, but then I didn't know what do you do with that? Because I could tell them till I'm blue in the face what the Father did with me and in me, but then I see them make a mistake again, and they come back to me and tell me the mistake. So I'm like, well, I already shared with them my life. And when they come back and they say, well, this happened, I feel really bad. And I don't know if it's because I didn't convey it right, or they just decided not to take what was revealed for whatever reason. I don't know. But at that point, I'm stuck with, all I can say is, I'm so sorry that happened. And I would have to go to my husband like, well, what do you do? What do I say? How do I get through? And I realized that even in my own life, you really can't do anything for anyone that has decided not to receive the truth, even when the truth may hurt. It seems like it's hurtful to you, but it's really just hurtful to the flesh. When the truth is revealed, is what do you do with that truth? Because I think we share things with people, or we share how we feel, we share the fleshly part of us, the part that struggles with the people that we love. And so just like with me, I could share certain things like, well, this is how I felt when this happened to my husband. And I take it as dismissive. He's dismissing me. He doesn't care. And so now I have to share this with him, like, that's how I felt. So now he has to come back with the truth, like, that's not you feeling that. Because that's not what, that's something else trying to tell you that's what you heard. And so as we talk, and as truth is being revealed, now I have something that I have to do with that truth. It's either I'm going to take it or I'm going to dismiss it. One or the other. And that choice is up to me. So now I think I have the answer for, it's not how I convey the message to somebody with my life or what worked for me or how it was done. Is the fact is once that's revealed to them, what do they do with that information? Are you going to receive that information and then seek the Father to help you with understanding? Or are you going to say, okay, I heard you, but I have needs. I need this, I need that. I need to feel this and I need to feel that. And you of the pleasure of wanting something now as opposed to hanging on and waiting on the Father. And so I guess I see it's not the way that I conveyed the message or even how I live my life, but it's the fact that we all are left with a decision to make. We're all left with a choice, period. Including those that come and share, some really harsh things, and your heart melts for them, and you're empathetic towards them, and you want to fix it, and you want to help them, but you can't because it's no longer within my power. Because the same truth that the Father presents to me, that I have to make choice on, is the same truth that's presented to others. And it's what you do with the truth that is provided to you. And so that's what I receive from him.
You can't do anything without the Father. Because if you just look around, you can see that he has made everything that you love and everything that you even don't love around you. And without him, you can't do anything. You wouldn't be anything. And like my dad shares with me a lot sometimes, if you don't have the Father in your life, then there won't be very good things in your future. Like this thing, I wouldn't say it was a movie, like a series. We watched one of the episodes a really long time ago, a couple months ago, and it was about these people, and they didn't have God in their lives, and there were these really bad things happening to them, like they were being killed one by one by, I guess, not coincidences, but like impossible ways, like you wouldn't see it. And once we finished watching that, our dad asked us, what did you learn from that? And we said that if you don't have the Father in your life, then if you have the Father in your life, then things like that won't happen to you. And I remember this one time a couple years ago when we went to summer camp, and I overheard some of the summer camp people who watched us, all the kids, talking about this teenage party, and how I think it was supposed to be this beach bathing suit party, and they were talking about who drops their kids off to that. And like my dad said, if you don't have the Father in your life, then you won't have the sense to not go to that party because he unscrews the bolt, just like my dad says. If you don't have the Father in your life, then you won't have the success that you can get when you have him in your life. And like my dad says sometimes, if you just look around and you see all the beautiful things that the Father gives you when you have him in your life, that you can't make it without him, because sometimes things feel so impossible for so many people at certain times that you just can't make it just by yourself. You need him. you can't do this by yourself. And it says that so many times everywhere. You can't make it through with just yourself. You can't make it alone. You need the Father. He has made everything, and He can do so much for you if you just reach out to Him and you just pour out your feelings and everything that's happening. You just pray to Him and you let Him come into your life, because without Him you have nothing. You would be nothing. And that's what
I have something that kind of relates to one of the things that my sister has said. I've been asking myself, ever since I've heard my dad been talking about this, I've been asking this question to myself. If you don't listen or believe in anything about the Father, if you don't believe in Him, then what's the point of even living? Because He made you. That's kind of what I got.